Hi guys, so in this video I'll be reviewing the FINALmouse Ulx, which is one of the more controversial mouse releases of late last year and moving on to early of this year. So I bought my copy late December, so this should be an improved batch versus the first drop. So I'll be going over that in this video and telling you how my copy is going. So without further ado, let's get started. So, starting off with the build quality. So, my copy actually out of the box is extremely solid. I'm not seeing any type of flex anywhere. Yes, I know like in the first drop, people had side flexing, top flexing, but I'm having none of that. When I'm playing this, when I'm using this in game, it feels extremely solid. It feels exactly like any other mouse I currently own, such as the Maya, the Ninja Sora, and yeah, I have no issues with the build quality. However, I do have some issues with the buttons. So for me, the left click here has a bit of swish grinding, so that's not good to see, especially since I just got this mouse about a week ago. So I can already feel like a little bit of grinding. So I'm not sure how that hold up over time, but only time can tell for now. And also, my side buttons, especially the back button, is kind of loose. I'm not sure you can see it in camera, but if I touch it like this, yeah, it's kind of like a little bit loose. But my forward button has no issues, but so it's only the back one. And my right click here, my mouse 3 button here also has no issues compared to the first one. So only my left click has issues. My right click is solid. I do have problems with scrolling, however. It does feel cheap compared to other mice I own, because for some reason this mouse when I'm scrolling it just feels cheap. I don't explain it, but yeah, it's not a good feeling. And so is like the mouse 2 click here. It's like hard to click on. It feels like kind of off. Overall, the scroll wheel experience is a 1 out of 5 for me personally. So next we'll be talking about the weight. So with the coat, so I have no trouble with the weight at all. So it comes at 38 grams, extremely light, and at this size, this is a medium size, so it's perfect for my hand. It's great for claw gripping, hybrid between finger gripping. Because I previously owned a Starlight 10s as small, and I felt that was too tiny. Even 4 fingertip grip, in my opinion, and my hand size is pretty small. So this time I got medium, and it feels perfect in my hand. Weight balancing is fine for me, and battery life has been super solid, especially compared to the WL mouse that everybody likes to talk about and compare to. So, of course, we'll be comparing to right now. So the Beast X mouse here is slightly heavier. It's only a couple grams heavier. So this is like 38 grams. This is approximately like 40 grams, 41, somewhere like that. I'm running WL mouse with DOS gates, and I'm running the FINALmouse Ulx with default skates, which are perfectly fine for me. No issues here. But however, out of these two mouses, I feel like the Beast X is definitely slightly bigger compared to the Ulx, which is feeling a more wider mouse. And I noticed that also like the Ulx curves more inward, so it's actually better for claw in my opinion. So, and as well as the hump is taller. So if you're looking for a aggressive claw experience, I think the FINALmouse Ulx shape is better. The WL mouse here, the shape is more flatter. The sides are a bit flatter as well. So overall, making this mouse feel like the shape a little bit off for me personally, but still a great mouse. However, I do prefer the Ulx shape a lot more. But obviously, this is $40 cheaper, and it's $40 more expensive. As well as using opticals, and this is using, I believe, Kale switches, or mechanical switches, as you know. So mechanical versus optical. And honestly, I like the WL mouse switches a lot more. It's easier to actuate. It feels solid. No switch grinding. No side-to-side play at all. There is some, as you see, I'm not sure you see here, but there is some side-to-side play with the left click. Not so much a right click, but as you on the WL mouse here, not on both. The scroll wheel is also much better on the WL mouse, and the mouse 2 clicks a lot better. No tensioning issues with the mouse 4 or mouse 5. And honestly, for me, the sides don't bother me, but obviously, if the sides do bother, it'll be a deal breaker, and the Ulx will be the better mouse. But the design, but overall, I do prefer the Ulx a little bit more just because of the shape. Because the shape is just more comfortable to use for me personally when I'm playing in game. However, this does not make the WLS a bad mouse, just personal preference, the shape I prefer a bit better. However, overall as a package, I still feel like WL mouse is more solid overall. When I'm like holding this mouse, it feels like it's like titanium. It's not creaking, bending, or flexing. And it feels extremely solid, and yeah, the weight feels extremely close. You won't be able to tell the difference in the game or even in hand when not playing games. Like just touching this, I can barely feel the difference. Only that the WL mouse is slightly front heavy versus the Ulx having better weight distribution. So overall, I'll say the Ulx is a solid mouse actually, despite its controversies with its QC issues. Because if you do get a copy with minimal QC issues like this one, I suppose, is definitely a great mouse. It's a high performer, as shown by other reviewers. As you see, the Ulx has one of the lowest input latencies. Obviously, in game you won't be able to tell the difference, but you know, it's good to know that FInalmouse is trying with to improve their technology. However, obviously, this will not make you go from a silver to diamond, so it's up to you whether or not you want to spend the $189 on this mouse.